Welcome back. We reached the grammar part. Now, in the roundup, every practice covers a certain grammar lesson that we took together before. Let's start with exercise C, with practice C. They're telling you to rewrite the sentences using reported speech. So this exercise is about reported speech, and we talked about 3 cases. We now know how to report statements. Now we know how to report requests and orders, and we know how to report questions, right? So let's go and answer. Number 1, Mansour said, I went to my best friend's wedding last week. Now, this one is a statement, right? This is the statement. And we said when we face a statement, the first thing we're going to do is ask ourselves, which tense is this sentence happening in? Is it present? Is it past? Is it future? And of course, no matter what the tense is, we're going to have to change it to the past. We have to take it further to the past. Now, this sentence, we can see that it's past simple, right? I went to my best friend's wedding last weekend. So it's past simple. And when we have past simple, we said we're going to change it to what? To present perfect. Present perfect is older than past simple, right? So the sentence is going to become, he said that he had gone to his best friend's wedding the previous weekend. So in this sentence, we changed 2 things. Nevertheless, the pronouns, of course, I becomes he. But here we changed the verb from past simple to had and verb 3, which is past perfect grammar. We use had plus verb 3, right? And the second thing that we have changed is the phrase last weekend. Last weekend becomes the previous weekend or the weekend before. Remember, it's up to you. It's really important that you revise the grammar box in that lesson and go to page 75. Revise all the phrases that we have to change with reported speech. Number 2, where is the aluminium foil? Julia asked. This is a question. But when it comes to questions, we have covered 2 kinds of questions. Remember? We talked about WH questions and yes or no questions. And here we have WH question. We said we're going to do 3 things. Remember? Number 1, we're going to write the WH word. We're going to use the same WH word. We're going to say, Julia asked or asked me, where? Number 2, we're going to change the order from question order to sentence order, right? So where is the aluminium foil will become the aluminium foil is, right? This is number 2. Number 3, we're going to change the tense. This is a question that was made in the present. We're going to change it to the past. So where the aluminium foil is will become where the aluminium foil was. Remember, Julia asked or she asked where the aluminium foil was. Revise the 3 steps. Number 3, Dad said, don't touch the knife, Mark. Is it a statement? Is this a statement? Is it a question? It's what? I'm telling you not to do something. It's an order, okay? We said most requests end with please, okay? Or you can understand that they are nice requests. But here when the dad told Mark, he told him not to touch the knife. All right? So this is an order. We're going to say what? Dad said to Mark, right? You can say asked. It's said. Said to Mark or told Mark. When we have orders, we said we're only going to add 2 and then we're going to copy the same thing, right? The same phrase or the same sentence. But here we have a negative order, right? Don't touch the knife. So we're going to use not at the beginning and then to, and then we're going to copy the whole sentence. So Dad told Mark not to, not first and then to, and then you're going to copy the same sentence, not to touch the knife. See? That was easy. Number 4, my brother said, I'm going to send the letter tomorrow. I am going to send the letter tomorrow. This is a what? Is it a request and order? Or is it a question, or is it a statement? It's a statement, all right? So, and this statement is happening when? I'm going to send the letter tomorrow. It's present progressive. We know that we use present progressive to talk about future as well, right? So, we change present progressive to past progressive, right? And then there is the phrase tomorrow. Tomorrow, what would it become? So, we're going to say, my brother said that he wasn't going. Am going becomes wasn't going. To send the letter the next day. Tomorrow becomes the next day or the following day. All right, let's go to the next exercise. Number 5, when should I call Mr. Stevens? George asked me. This is a question, right? It's a WH question, and we discussed it before. We're going to use the same WH word, right? And then we're going to change the order to a sentence order instead of a question order. And then we're going to change it to the past, right? We're supposed to change it to the past. But notice what happened in here. We have the infinitive. Why? Because we have the modal verb should. After should, after can, after could, all modal verbs are followed by the infinitive of the verb, by the base form of the verb. See? So we're not going to say called. We're going to say call because we have should in here. All right, next. Mom said to Anna, add some salt and stir the mixture. All right. So, Mom, this is a request, right? It's not a real order. It looks like a request. So we're going to, and here so you're going to use the same verb. Mom said to Anna, or Mom told Anna. Told her what? It's a request. So you're only going to add to. Mom told Anna to add some salt and stir the mixture. It's the same. You're only adding the word or the preposition to. Okay? You can easily say just the same. Say, Mom said to Anna to add some salt. All right? Finally, this is the final case. Do you know how to make a chocolate cake? It's a question, but it's a yes or no question. And in this case, you have 2 options. Of course, you're going to follow the 3 steps that we talked about. First of all, you're not going to use WH word, right? Because we don't have that. You're going to use if or whether. Number 2, change the order. Number 3, take it to the past. Take it further to the past, all right? So the answer is gonna become, my sister asked me if I knew. Know here becomes knew. If I knew how to make a chocolate cake. We're done with this grammar. Now let's go to exercise D. They're telling you to complete the dialogue with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Let me tell you that this exercise is all about conditional sentences type 2. All right? And do you remember the rule? When we're making conditional sentences type 2, we said that we use this type to talk about imaginary situations, unreal situations, or hypothetical situations. In this case, the rule says that with the if clause, we're going to use past simple, and with the main clause, we're going to use would or could plus the base form of the verb. You're going to separate the clauses by a comma if you started with the if clause. But if you started with the main clause or the result clause, you're going to drop the comma. All right? So let's start. A. It was Mark's graduation yesterday and I forgot about it. Now he won't speak to me. Blank, you be angry if I blank your graduation. I'm asking you to imagine, huh? I'm asking you. We said with questions, huh? It's always safe to use would. All right? Let me tell you, this is a piece of advice. It's always safe to stick with would. Imagine now. What's the question gonna be? You're going to ask, would you be angry? Right? Would you be angry if I what? Forget. If I am forgetting, we said with the if clause, we're going to use what tense? Past simple. If I forgot your graduation. All right? So B says, yeah, I would. And then, what should I do? B says, well, if I, be you. I'm giving you an advice. And we're imagining, if I, are we going to say was you? No, we said with hypothetical questions or sentences, we're going to use were. It's always were, okay? If you're imagining something, if I were you, it's an imaginary situation. It's an imaginary sentence, so we can never say was, okay? I were, he were, she were, it were, okay? So if I were you, I would buy him a nice present. I would buy him a nice present and apologize, okay? Or to apologize. This is my advice. Now let's keep going. If I have, we said with the if clause we have to use past simple. If I had time, I would do that or would do it. I would do it. But I have to work overtime, extra time today. Could you go to the shopping center and get him something? B says, I'm afraid I can't. My car's at the garage. This is the main clause. So we're going to say I would go. If I, if, we said what tense are we going to use? Past simple. If I didn't have. If I didn't have. After did, we're going to use have. You can't tell me I didn't had. It's wrong. After did, خلاص. The auxiliary verb in here, the helping verb in here is showing us the past. So we don't have to use the past again. Okay? I didn't have a problem with my car. That's okay. I'll see what I can do. Now we have revised the conditional sentences type 2. We said when we're going to use it, how do we form the sentence, and we answered the exercises. Finally, exercise E. They're telling you to read the situations below and make sentences using wish. This grammar lesson is about wish grammar. Do you remember the rule? We said that we're using wish to talk about things in the present, right? We said we're going to use the wish rule to talk about present situations. Do you remember? When we want to make a wish about a present situation which we would like to be different, okay? In this case, we're going to use wish plus the past simple. Wish plus the past simple, okay? To talk about a present situation, we want it to be different, okay? We would like to change it. So we're going to use wish plus past simple. Let's go to number 1. I want to be able to travel around the world. Use wish. What are you going to say? I'm going to give you two answers actually. Number 1, I wish I were able to travel. We said after wish, when we're talking about wish grammar, after I, we're going to use were, okay? It's not was. You can't say, I wish I was able to travel. No, it's a hypothetical situation. You're imagining. You're making a wish and you're using your imagination. You're going to say, I wish I were able. I wish he were. I wish she were. Okay? It's always were. It's never was. Or I have another example, another answer. You could say, I wish I could travel around the world. All right? Number 2, my friend's presentation is next week. I have a lot of work to do and I can't go. So, what are you wishing? You're going to say, I wish I could go to my friend's presentation, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Etc. Or you're going to say, I wish I didn't have a lot of work. Okay? If you have another answer, that's fine. All I care about is that you use the past after wish. See? Good in the past or didn't have in the past. Next, I want to make a mango dessert, but I don't have the recipe. So, what are you going to say? You're going to say, I wish I had the recipe, right? For a mango dessert. Or you're going to say, I wish I could make a mango dessert. I don't know. The answer isn't showing. I don't know. Okay. Or any other answer. As long as you're using wish and then past simple. It can never be I have. I wish I have. No, I wish I had. Number 4. I am in Hong Kong, but I don't know how they greet people there. So you're going to make a wish. You're going to say, I wish I knew how people in Hong Kong greet each other, right? And we have finished the grammar lessons in this unit. Now, people, I know that a lot of you, considering the situation we're in, I know that a lot of you are feeling depressed, right? So I want you to remember that online learning is challenging. Okay, so you're going to need to find the determination within you. You're going to have to remember that persistence is perhaps the biggest key to success in online learning. Okay, so the students who succeed are those who are willing to tolerate, okay, to handle the technical problems I'm sure you're facing every day. So whenever you're having a problem, ask for help, okay? Seek help when you need it. And you're going to have to work daily on every class, all right? And persist through challenges. Next, you're going to have to manage your time well. You must be able to manage your time well because most courses are not taught in real time, right? Most of the teachers are not giving you their lessons live. They're uploading their videos, and you watch them whenever you are free or whenever you find the time. So yeah, you need to manage your time well. And of course, you have to make time for sleeping, for eating, for playing as well. Why not? And having fun. But most importantly, you have to make enough time to study. Now, finally, you need, of course, to work hard for your education. Of course, to be successful, and you're going to have to want to succeed. Okay, because online learning requires independence. You're going to have to be independent. To be successful, you've got to want to actually to succeed. You've got to put an extra effort and to be maybe responsible and to be mature. No one's going to run after you, telling you or reminding you to study. All right, so these are my advice. And I want you to remember, actually, that there are people rooting for you, cheering you up, and praying for you, wishing you the best of luck. That's us actually. If you can't understand, if you didn't understand, that's us, your teachers. We're wishing you the best of luck. والله الله يحفظكم, الله يوفقكم, and au revoir.